For me, the most difficult part about living with a sickly body is just accepting that you're never gonna be caught up. It's almost impossible, and that you have to listen to your body, and you have to honor your body and its limits. And that is the hardest part for me. My name is Julie, and I live in a sickly body. And some mornings, the best that you can do is get out of bed. And that's okay. It's frustrating because there's so much that you want to do and need to do, and you have to delegate, and hopefully you have people to help. But if you don't, then you have to just prioritize what things absolutely have to happen. And everything else, well, let it go until you can get to it or can get help with it. And it's incredibly frustrating. And I acknowledge that and I honor that. Something that helps me, especially on the most difficult days, is celebrating. Celebrating every little win, every accomplishment, no matter how small. I put earrings in today. Hey, how about that? I've got my apron on. I'm getting some chores done in between resting, lots and lots of resting. I threw my back out several days ago, and we've got a long ways to go in this recovery process. So I am resting a lot, way more than I would like to. It's driving me insane. You know how restless I am. But celebrating every little accomplishment, what a difference it makes. If you have a list, like a to-do list, be careful. Be careful with to-do lists. You don't want it to be overwhelming and daunting. That's not good. But may I suggest, if you normally do a to-do list, stop that for a day and flip it around to the opposite. And instead, write down everything you accomplish and then put a check mark next to it or a slash through it as though it was what you wanted to get done today anyway. I know, sounds wacky, but it absolutely works. Absolutely. So speaking of simple things, small things that must be celebrated. All right, first the earrings and getting started on Halloween cleanup and even starting a little bit on Christmas and also resting. That is something to celebrate because that's very hard for me to make myself sit and rest. So let's celebrate that. Woohoo! Here's some other things. Making my bed. Not even fancy, just straightening it out. It's important. A step at a time, one small chore at a time. Speed is not necessary. Getting stuff done, that's what really matters. And then you take your meds and watch some Midsummer Murders and try to finish sorting Halloween while also preparing for Christmas. One little step at a time. Anything at all possible, do it while sitting. Ta-da! I brushed my hair. I admit, since coming out of remission with my rheumatoid arthritis, brushing hair doesn't happen every day. I hate admitting that, but it's true. When your hands don't work, they don't work. As I'm sitting here editing videos, one of the many things I can do while sitting, I also painted my nails. How about that? There's that hand. And there's that one. And not perfect at all. But my fellow arthritis friends will know what a big deal it is to give yourself a manicure. Celebration time! Woohoo! Celebrate, guys. Celebrate little things. They matter. What small but meaningful victories and accomplishments are you celebrating today? Please tell me in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. Let's share some motivation and inspiration. We live perhaps in sickly bodies that just don't do everything that we want them to do. Sometimes not even all that we need them to do. but we are alive, and that is a reason to celebrate. And so is every little thing that we accomplish. So yes, let's celebrate those together. Tell me about them in the comments, and I will talk to you again very soon.